Chapter 15, Lesson 5, Special Driving Environments. Driving through mountains and deserts can challenge your patience, energy, and skills. Be particularly aware of your vehicle's gauges while driving. Describe special safety precautions for mountain driving. Mountain driving. Gravity will make your vehicle go faster when going downhill and slow your vehicle going uphill. Mountain roads often zigzag across a mountain with a series of sharp turns called switchbacks. A switchback bends sharply in the opposite direction. What does the sign warn you about? What actions should you take? Driving up a mountain. You should accelerate steadily when driving uphill. An extremely steep hill, you may need to manually shift an automatic transmission vehicle into a lower gear. If you can't see around the curve, reduce your speed, move into lane position 1, tap your horn. Driving too fast is a leading cause of collisions in the mountains. Loaded trucks, recreational vehicles, and vehicles pulling trailers move more slowly up mountain roads. Maintain at least a 4-second following distance. Some mountain roads have locations called pull-out areas, where an additional right lane is provided for slower moving vehicles. When slower moving vehicles move into such lanes, faster vehicles can pass safely and proceed. Driving down a mountain. When driving down a mountain, downshift before start traveling downhill. Never coast downhill. Adjust your speed with an occasional use of the brake. If you are braking often, shift to a lower gear. Keep your speed low enough to maintain control and stay in your lane. Some mountain roadways have roadway vehicle ramps, which are a place for vehicles, especially large trucks, to safely get out of traffic and stop when brakes are no longer effective. What are two safety components of this runaway vehicle ramp? Well, it's going uphill and it's soft gravel. Weather in mountains. Fog, snow, ice can make mountain driving even more difficult. Before driving, check sources that update travel on weather and road conditions. These frequently are often identified on blue driver signs, service signs along the side of the road. To drive in some mountain areas in winter, vehicles should be equipped with snow tires and/or chains. Effects of altitude on drivers. High altitudes cause shortness of breath, faster heart beating, and headaches. Low amount of oxygen at high altitudes can reduce concentration and cause drowsiness. Do not drive if you feel these effects or are tired. Effects of altitude on vehicles. The climbing power of your car is reduced. Acceleration can become sluggish. The temperature of the water in your radiator may increase and cause overheating. Check your gauges and warning lights often. Pull over and stop to let the engine cool if the engine light comes on. Turn on your heater may help remove some of the heat buildup on the engine. When you shut off your engine in the mountains, vapor lock occurs. The engine will not start because the fuel cannot be pumped in a gaseous state. Allow the engine to cool, then try restarting. If you do a lot of mountain driving, have your vehicle serviced regularly for maximum performance. Road slides, rock slides. Mountains often have fallen rock zones. Be especially alert for fallen rocks or boulders in the road in the zones. Be prepared to stop suddenly and swerve. Describe special situations, precautions for desert driving. Desert driving. Desert driving is hard on the driver, the car, and the roadway. Always prepare yourself for the vehicle and your vehicle for driving in desert climates. Effects of heat on drivers. Intense daytime heat can cause great stress. The sameness of the serenity can lull you into a false sense of security. Intense glares from the sun can reduce vision. To help you reduce the effects of driving in hot deserts, wear sunglasses, make frequent stops, change drivers often, carry plenty of water. Effects of heat on vehicle. Battery fluid should be checked daily if the battery is not self-contained. Radiator fluid should be checked at every fuel stop. Caution: never remove a radiator cap from a hot radiator. The steam and hot fluid could burn you. If you must check the fluid level in the radiator, wait until the engine is cool. Check tire pressure regularly. It will increase as you drive. A tire with low pressure will run hotter, which could result in tire failure. The desert roadway. Some desert roadways have speed limits of 75 to 80 miles per hour. Be careful of sandy roadway shoulders. If you need to pull over, make sure the location you select is firm and out of traffic. Sandstorms and dust storms. If you get caught in a sand or dust storm, slow immediately and pull over to a safe place. Turn off your headlights and turn on your hazard flashers. Wait into your vehicle until the storm passes. If you must drive slowly. Visibility can be limited in a sandstorm. Why should you use low beams when driving in a sandstorm? As soon as possible after a storm, have your oil filter, and air filter changed. Dirt particles from the storm that remain in your fuel injector system and engine oil can cause excessive engine wear and damage. Flash floods. A flash flood is a sudden, unexpected rush of water from heavy rains. A flash flood is dangerous in the desert because there is no soil to absorb runoffs, so the ground washes everything easily. If you encounter a flash flood, seek higher ground immediately and wait for water to recede. Stay away from creeks and natural drainage areas. Review. What safety precautions should you take when driving in mountains? What safety precautions should you take when driving in the desert?